Assalamu alaikum, this is Khalid and you're watching the 10th episode of Arab Guy on Battle Spot, where I go battling on the Battle Spot with my commentary. If you've been following me on Twitter long enough, you might remember me saying that I want to make this season's target for myself to reach the 1800s. The closest I've ever reached was like around 1780 something. So today's the last day of this season, and I want to try to get as close to the 1800 milestone as possible. So right now I'm at 1695. One game the last time and then lost another. My opponent is from Japan, RNN 1724. I think I'll probably just keep on battling the entire day until I get a good score or something and then stop. So my opponent has Landorus, Kangaskhan, Thunderous, Volcarona, Aegislash, and Milotic. Is it Milotic or Milotic? I still need to check that up. So at least kind of standard, I guess. Though Volcarona and Milotic is kind of less common of the standard stuff, but still pretty standard, I guess. I'm guessing Volcarona is the Rage Powder variant, and Milotic is, well, Milotic. Let's see, what would be our best lead here? I'm thinking maybe Gardevoir, Landorus. I kind of like that pair or lead whenever I go up against chalk. So this is kind of chalkish. So it's kind of works out, I guess. And in the back, I want to bring a Mungus just to deal with that Milotic and Kangaskhan and put things to sleep. And as for the last one, both Tyranitar and Heatran would be nice here. Let's see here. I'm feeling Heatran would be a better choice. Tyranitar, let's go. The only downside with Tyranitar in this matchup, I feel, is that its best attack against Aegislash is a physical contact move. Okay. Does that define Thunderous? I hope not. Okay, so welcome to not VGC, where I keep losing and will always keep losing. Let's see here. Do you think he would? I feel he'll probably go for the Gardevoir. So maybe he might not. I'll just Trick Room. I'll go for the Trick Room and hope he doesn't go for the something as crazy as Sky Drop onto Gardevoir. Rock Slide. I need to take care of that Thunderous. I could switch into Mungus and Landorus' slot. Or I could have protected Gardevoir. But I feel like taking a risk would be best here. Ouch! That's life orb. Double edge onto. Okay, I survived that. Perfect. 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 So with that, why? I'm guessing he would sucker punch the Landeros and attack the Gardevoir. In this case, I would. I'll protect the Gardevoir and switch in my. Among Us would be great here, but he has Skydrop, so I'm worried about that. Skydrop alone would knock out Among Us. So if you think about it, Kangaskhan is slower than his Thunderous. We'll switch them. It's slower, so it would go before his Thunderous goes for the Skydrop if he chooses to do that. I'm bringing in this. He switches out, okay. And that's melodic, okay. Okay, I can deal with that. Sucker punch. Okay, so this is very good for me. Unless Melodic has something like Surf. If it has Icy Wind, that's kind of okay. Because I would survive at least 1 or 2 hits. And on the upside to slow me down, so I'll be slower than Melodic. So I'll have quite a few attacks off. That's Sucker Punch. Safeguard. Okay, in case of Spore. But against what I'm seeing right now. So Safeguard on Melodic is weird, to be honest. I'll do Hyper Voice once again, and Rage Powder once again. Not too afraid of what I'm seeing right now. Kangaskhan absolutely can't touch Among Us. Well, it can, but it will knock itself out in the process. Plus it's intimidated, so it wouldn't do as much damage as it wants to. There's my Rage Powder once again. He's not switching out his Kangaskhan, which is interesting. Recover is fine for me. At least I'll take care of that, which is, I feel, kind of the biggest threat here. That's Volcarona. Melodic would let's see here. Melodic would probably protect or recover. So I feel Psychic and okay, I think second Gardevoir would be okay. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll Psychic that, what's it called? Volcarona, and Giga Drain his Melodic. So if he doesn't choose to recover, he's in danger. Okay, he recovers. And there goes my Psychic. Now, does it have Heat Wave or Flamethrower? It has Flamethrower, and it goes for the Gardevoir. Okay. Let's do this. Now, that goes back to normal. And is that Timid or Corona or what? Well, I guess I'll bring Tyranitar. Don't want to give that Melodic the competition. So I feel this would be the best. I'll just Rock Slide. I would guess he would protect with the Volcarona. And Amoonguss would probably survive its Flamethrower, so I would just go for the Giga Drain onto that Melodic. Does this protect? Yeah, that was a protecting attack. I see Wind. That's kind of okay. I mean, Tyranitar isn't the fastest thing ever. It has like 20 into speed or something. There's that. Critical hit. I think it's taking critical hit. Alright, and it's down. So right now it has to take out the Tyranitar. But with Amoonguss, I don't think it will be able to touch it anyway. Now, let's see here. I have a few options here, based on what he might do. He could wild charge onto the Tyranitar, and he'd take quite a bit of damage, plus Bug Buzz or something onto it as well, from the Volcarona. That might take it out, though I don't feel it will happen. Or he could Skydrop the Amoonguss and knock it out. The Volcarona would get knocked out in the process for sure, but okay, losing the Amoonguss isn't a big issue here. So let's go for the Rock Slide and Rage Powder. If he goes for the Skydrop, that's fine. Okay. Giga Drain does absolutely nothing. And get hit by rocks. Okay. I was worried that was the Volcarona. So down it goes. So yeah, they stay up in the air. And I get to Rock Slide it as it goes down. Amoonguss, what did Amoonguss do? Giga Drain. Well, I could have spawned, I guess, but it did die. There's no way to survive. It survived! What? Well, I hope that doesn't miss. Okay. We win. Okay. Sorry for the very pessimistic start at the beginning. I really just hate facing these types of teams. Would I like to save? I really don't understand why people don't bring their Aegislash or Heatran against any Gardevoir team. I mean, sure, I had lots of threats to his Aegislash, like Landorus, Heatran, Tyranitar, possibly Thundurus with its swagger, but it can work work those issues out. So now I'm on 1712. I think I'll probably just record everything until like I reach a good rating. Though I'm not sure if I'll just put them all up on YouTube. I'll figure it out. Maybe I'll just make one special episode for the season end. So that was, I believe, from Japan with a rating of 1740. I was kind of busy talking. So our friend here has Kangaskhan, Milotic, Volcarona, Crocodile, Latios, and Ferrothorn. We saw the first three in the early the match we had earlier. Crocodile is interesting. I always saw him as a poor man's Landorus, but without the 4 times ice weakness, with a nice dark stab, especially for knockoffs. Latios is interesting. I'm guessing it could be Scarfed, but then that Crocodile is there, so that is probably Scarfed. Ferrothorn is, well, Ferrothorn. We all know how annoying that is to any Gardevoir. Gardevoir seems nice here, kind of. I feel if I lead with Gardevoir and, let's say, Heatran. Yeah, that seems nice. Amoonguss, and let's see here. Tyranitar seems nice. Tyranitar, let's go. Not bringing any of the genies, so let's see how this goes. There's Milotic and that Volcarona. There's my competitive boost. I guess I'll just protect and bring in the. Those two are actually kind of tough for me. I mean, the best I can bring is Tyranitar, but if Heatran comes in, he'd go for the Scald onto it for sure. I mean, Heatran's there, so it'll go for Scald onto it, probably. So if Tyranitar comes in, it could get burnt, which is another issue. You know what? I'll just Mega Evolve Trick Room and switch in my Tyranitar. Hope for the best. Hope for no burns. Hope for no nonsense. The freeze in the last episode on Tyranitar was kind of enough for now. So there's my Gardevoir. Nothing is switching out from the side. Probably will see Scald from Milotic. Quiver Dance. That's fine. That's very fine. Absolutely fine. Extremely fine. Icy Wind! Perfect! So he slows us down. We set up Trick Room. We're the slowest thing in the field. So we're going to attack first all the time. So this might be a very one-sided match from here on. I want to go for the Psychic onto that Milotic. just to ensure it does as much damage as possible. But I don't want to risk the special defense drop. I know it's like a 10% chance, but it happens. So I'll just go for the hyper voice and rock slide. Okay, we're gonna switch it up for obvious reasons. And that's crocodile. Telephone. That's okay too. With all that damage, it should be going down to the low kick range, but unfortunately we take that like a champ. Don't worry. Okay. Something has to get knocked out here from my end if I stay in. Telephone is kind of scary. Let's see here. Okay, here's what I'll do. I'll protect and bring in Heatran. He'll probably go for the skull and do quite some damage, but I think I'm okay with that. He doesn't go for something like the lead seed. Gyro ball onto Heatran. Perfect. Now let's hope. Okay, he goes for the recovery. That's fine. So at least now we immediately threaten that Terraform. We are free to hyper voice with Gardevoir. I don't think that Terraform is staying, so just hyper voice and bring back Tyranitar. Or should I substitute instead? I'll bring Tyranitar. Doesn't care too much about getting scalded. He's taking his time, so he's probably thinking of switching, which would be the best. Heatran switches out first. I hope he didn't decide to go for the terrible. That's fine. Don't run. Okay. That was kind of a nice prediction on his end by not protecting or switching out. I guess it's time for Heatran. Go for the substitute. And go for the rock slide. Okay. What if that's choice ban Ferrothorn? It could be. Okay. Okay, at this point, I'm guessing that Okay, so here's what I'll do. I'll bring in Among Us. I'll protect with this guy and sport the Peloton slot. To switch out for sure. For Valcarona perhaps. Or perhaps he decides that sacking it would be the perfect play. Which is valid, I suppose. Let's see what he does. I do want to preserve the heat on. For a bit at least. Okay, he switches out. And whatever's coming in is going to get Kangaskhan. Okay. And Melodic Protect. So Kangaskhan goes to sleep. Here's what I will do. I'll go for the Heat Wave and Rage Powder. Melodic isn't exactly the threat here, since I can just Rage Powder it forever. The issue is... okay, he has... even though I'm writing down the teams, I'm still not using it effectively. That's really something I should focus on. So he has Milotic, Valcarona, Peloton, and Kangaskhan. Please don't run. So we're kind of on time. So nothing else to do besides spam that forever. I'll Rage Powder once again. Okay. In the next turn, I will protect Heatran and Giga Drain the Mimikry. Okay, woke up, goes for the return onto Among Us. It's going to survive. Oh well. So okay, let's see what went wrong. My Pherton predictions were very off, unfortunately. And that's where I started to lose. If I just went for the obvious play and Heatwave the hell out of that thing, we'd be fine. And for a good measure, he just brings out his Pherton. It doesn't even protect. I'm very sure that's right-handed. And what will it do? At least I knock out my nemesis. Oh yeah, I definitely happened. Lately I've been considering giving Heatran leftovers. Nothing to do. What are you even doing? It's like... He's taunting me. I've been considering giving Heatran leftovers, because like earlier you just saw him like not take any hits besides from that substitute. So maybe that would be more useful than the Chocoberry he's holding right now. Well, both are very valid items for Heatran, so I will have to pay more attention and try to decide which is better for him. So looking at his team once again, maybe bringing God of War wasn't a good idea in the first place. I mean, he brought the 4 Pokemon that aren't weak to Fairy, which aren't Crocodile and Latios. So that's something to pay attention to, I suppose, for my own reference. So I suppose that's it for now. If you enjoyed what you're watching, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. That will motivate me to make more. And hopefully I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.